Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Toby with Online Security, and we are back with another machine from Hack the Box. This time, the machine is the Bounty box. It is called Bounty. I believe it's a Windows operating system. I'm pretty sure it is. But this was a pretty fun box that I worked with. The level did say it was easy. I don't think it was that easy of a box. I think it was pretty easy to escalate your privileges. But to get the initial exploit, it wasn't difficult, but at the same time, I don't think this would be easy all across the board for everybody, right? It was challenging, but not super easy. At least not for me. So we're gonna go through that. If you've been liking these series, please do me a thumbs up. I said a thumbs up. Please do me a favor and smash the like button. Please. We want to get these videos in front of as many people as we can. All right. If there's a particular video or box that you want us to pop, please leave that in the comment sections below. Other than that, let's go ahead and get started with this. The first thing we're going to do, as always, is create our directory. All right. We want to work out of, what is it called again? Bounty, the Bounty directory. We'll cd into that and we'll start up tmux, call it htb, and boom. Right? If you want to start up tmux, just do tmux new -s for session, and then give the name of your session. If you want it to be htb like me, then you just put htb. Alright, once again, I've already gone through this box, but something I want to start doing moving forward is doing a walkthrough as if I haven't touched it, right? Keep in the back of your mind, I have touched it, but I really want this to be more of a learning opportunity than people just coming to a video to figure out how to use certain tools. Okay, so, alright, we have this started up. Next thing we're going to do is start off our nmap scans. I've actually been using my nmap jutsu scans for a very long time now, but today or earlier today I decided to kind of merge my nmap and my gobuster scans, or my jutsus. I kind of merged them into one so that I don't have to necessarily run the nmap jutsu then the gobuster jutsu. If I do need to run some gobuster scans, it will be on a use case scenario. If I need to do it individually outside of this script that I'm going to run, it will be on a use case basis. So the new jutsu is called the rasengan. If you're hip to Naruto, then you know what the rasengan is. It's one of Naruto's jutsu, which is pretty dope. So we're going to do a scan on this box. Before we do that, let's make sure it's online. Its IP is 10.10.10.93. It is online, so let's go ahead and hit it with the rasengan. Whoops, I don't want to confuse it. Rasengan 10.10.10.93. So this is gonna go ahead and start knocking out some scans. Alright, so we get port 80 open, so let's go ahead and check out what is on this service. I already have this open. Keep in mind our nmap scans will keep running, right? The first scan was a very basic scan. Now we're looking at the version scan, and the version scan says we are running IIS 7.5. Okay, now it's doing this vulnerability scan. Let's go ahead and check out what is over here. 10.10.10.93. We get a picture of a wizard. Okay, so first thing, let's go ahead and just save this image. We will save it under, under Bounty. Okay, the image is called Merlin. Let's look at the source code. Nothing crazy going on over here. Alright, just making sure I'm not tripping. Nothing too particular. Alright, so come back over here. We downloaded that Merlin JPEG. We'll just look at the metadata just to look at it, make sure there's nothing crazy. Right, let's just check out some basic directories. There's no robots.txt, no /admin. Right, we're just fuzzing around right now to see what we get. Changelog.txt file. Alright, nothing really spicy. So while this is still running, okay, we have our nmap scan is still running. It is going for a full nmap scan now. After this is done, I believe it will skip the UDP scans because we didn't run this as sudo. It will skip the UDP scan and go right into our gobuster scan. I don't think the full nmap scan should take too long, only because there should be only one port open. Alright, so let's check out this picture with the xfield tool. Make sure I'm using it right. Or exif tool, yeah. Exif tool, Merlin. Let's clear the screen up. Okay, looks like it was made with Adobe. But no cool information, right? So let's go back to our scan, see if that is still running. Okay, now we have our gobuster scan running. The UDP scans were skipped. Here are some things from the gobuster scan. Before we look at that, let's look at our nmap scans. They're going to be under the jutsu directory. Let's look at the nmap full scan, only port 80. Let's look at the version scan, only port 80. We can come back and look at the vulnerability scans later if we get stuck. But we've already checked port 80 and there's just nothing but Merlin over here. So let's check out what this directory is, right? We get a status 200 back for transfer.aspx. So it looks like this server has some ASPX files on it. So if we go over here, we get an upload feature here. So we get some upload stuff. Let's play around with this. Let's see if we can upload this Merlin file. We can. Okay, we can upload that. Let's see if we can upload an ASPX file. Okay, let's see if we can upload an ASPX file. Let's create one. Ours is going to be a shell. Forget it. Let's just try to upload one. We can upload a JPEG file, right? That's cool. Now, if we can upload an ASPX file, we could possibly execute it, right, to get some remote code execution access. But let's see if we create one. We don't know the system type yet, but I will put x64. Lhost equals 10.10.14.12. L port equals 1234 dash F ASPX dash O shell.aspx. So let this, all right, this is here. Let's try to upload that. Okay, invalid file. So there's some type of validation going on. It's not allowing us to enter that. We could probably run burp suite to maybe, right? Maybe look at the validation script. That's if we had access to see it. But I didn't use that last time, so I'm not going to use that right now. Maybe at the end of the video, once we capture everything, we could take a look at that. So what we are going to do is, because if you try to upload other type of file types, they may not work. The JPEG works. I tried uploading I tried changing the magic number to the ASPX files, right, to make it seem as if it was a JPEG. So if we, how do we change it again? First of all, if we do file ASPX, it comes back as an HTML document, ASCII text. And if we do, is it XXD? Yeah, wait. Hex edit, right? Hex edit shell.aspx. And we just need JPEG, magic, or just do magic numbers. See, we got some more directories. We got an uploaded files directory that came back. Open up these magic numbers. And the reason magic numbers are here, let me pull it up first. List of file type magic numbers. Magic numbers tells a service or a system what type of file it's working with, the file type. So JPEG is going to have a certain type of magic number. Text files, PDFs, GIF files, they all have their magic numbers that tell the system or the service what type of file it's interacting with. So one thing that I tried to do was change the magic number. Whoops. I tried to change the magic number of this ASPX file so it wouldn't show up as this. So you could try to change it by grabbing the magic number. Let's grab this. Go back into hex edit and just change the first few digits. Overwrite that. I'm going to save that with Control X and hit yes. And if I do a file on that now, I think I did it wrong. It comes up as just data now. I can't remember if it came up as just data the first time. Yeah, but let's go ahead and try to upload this. Right, this doesn't work either. Even though it's not an ASCII, it's not coming up as the HTML doc again. It's still not being accepted by this validation script, right? The validation script is only accepting certain things. I tried using the null. I tried throwing the null byte in between my extensions. So if this was my extension, I'd try to do a JPEG. What was it again? What did I have? I don't want to make it up. I have it under leaf, and it would be web. My upload attacks, yeah. So try something like this. So if we move the shell.exp to shell asp shell aspx null 00.jpg. If we try to do that, it uploads it, and if we start our listener, I believe that's what we had the port on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, to access them, we're gonna have to use this uploaded files directory. Right, we don't have access to it like this, but we have access to the documents under it. So if we type, what was the name of it? Shell.aspx. Right, the resource can't be found. Right, bad request. So that file isn't getting uploaded properly. All right, so the null byte didn't work either. Right, the null bytes did not work either. So what is the whole null byte concept about? Well, anything after it, after that null byte, is supposed to get ignored. Okay, so the file that we uploaded was shell.aspx nullbyte.jpg. Everything after this is supposed to, after this null byte is supposed to be ignored, so that means our file will essentially end up like this. However, that's not working. And why are we doing this? Because we're trying to bypass this upload filter. Right, there was a pretty cool Try Hack Me lab on upload vulnerabilities, which is where I got my notes from. So we tried to bypass this with magic numbers by switching the magic number to try to trick the system into thinking it's something else, but that didn't really work, right? I could have gone ahead and showed you the PNG magic numbers and the rest of them, but for the sake of time, we're going to keep moving forward. And the null byte didn't work. We could open up Burp Suite to capture the requests going back and forth. Maybe we can see the validation script, possibly delete it, edit it, something. However, we're not going to try that right now. I may try that after this video is over. So what we did moving to get past this hurdle was open up our nmap scan, the version scan, copy this, did some Googling over here, right? Trying to find the exploit or an exploit that was going to work for us. I looked into a bunch of these. Wasn't able to get any of these to work, but what I did add to my Google search was upload exploit. Right? Why upload exploit? Because we're able to upload files to this web page. Right? So we're looking at upload exploit, and the second thing that pops up, and I think there's a few of them here. This one is a good document too. This one here is a good document I recommend reading. And this one here is a good document I recommend reading. I'm going to put these in the description of the video. It's actually this one. Yeah, not this one. But this one right here is a really good one. I like this one right here. Oh yeah, it doesn't show up right here for some reason. So what this is talking about is IIS has a file called web.config. And web.config is essentially it's the settings that IIS is using for its web pages and other directories, right? It's just a file of settings. So you can customize the way your IIS server behaves based off of this web.config file. Now the issue with this vulnerability that's being talked about in this blog, the ones that we have open, even this blog here, the issue with this vulnerability is that we are able to upload a web.config file. Right, this system will take a web.config file. Right, if we just create an empty one, echo test. I don't know if it has to be in the exact syntax though. Is it web.config? Let me make sure. Yeah. So this system will allow us to upload a web.config file, which it shouldn't. Since it's allowing us to upload that file, we can upload settings, right? We can abuse the vulnerability to run system commands. We can change the way that IIS is behaving. And that's kind of what we're doing with this exploit here, right? If you use this straight out the bag, this does work, right? If you want to use it to run Who Am I, this will work. This is pretty simple. You could literally copy and paste this and then upload this into this secure file transfer page, and then to execute it they'll be stored on the upload files. So you could use this to, where are we at? Not right here. You could use this exploit right here to start getting things working. All right, but I'm going to skip all of this testing. This is good for testing to make sure that you do have remote command execution with the box. But that's the web.config vulnerability that we're going to exploit. The web server is allowing us to upload our own web.config file, which means we can put we can put our own configurations in here. So you have the XML version of, well, the entire file is the XML file, but the kick is we're able to insert some ASPX commands inside of this script. Right, inside of this web.config file. So this right here is ASPX stuff, and this right here is the command that we're running. All right, you can switch this out with other Windows commands like the dir command to list out your directory. Okay, and then that's what's running here. If you wanted to change this out, this is what you would change out. But I will post another one that I'm using. Is not totally different. It's not super different. It's just what we're doing is different. So what I'm doing at the end is similar to what we would do with PHP servers. I'll just show it to you. So we're going to upload this web.config file. We're going to browse here. Remember, these are settings for the IIS server. We've uploaded it. I'm going to use this right here. Upload files. Web.config, the one we uploaded. And what was it? CMD equals who am I? Upload files. Am I doing something wrong? Let's see. 10.10.93. Upload files. Let's see, web.config. Let me make sure my web.config file looks right. Yes, it does. We're using the CMD as our argument right here. what am I doing that is not right? Let me see. I'm looking. I don't know why this wouldn't work. web.config cmd equals who am I? All right, let's try to upload it again. Oh no, I don't have this spelled right. I'll put this all lowercase. Let's see if that changes it. So 10.10.10.93 / uploaded files / web.config / cmd equals who am I? All right, let's try to upload it one more time. All right, cool. So we get this command back. So we get the output of the who am I command back. All right, so that's what the ASPX part of our web.config file is doing. Remember, this vulnerability works because we are able to upload our own web.config file. This should not be a thing. Okay, and I don't think this version of IIS is even being supported anymore. So now that we can execute this, there's a number of ways you can do this, honestly. You can start up an SMB server to execute some type of reverse shell. You could start up a web server and transfer things over that way. Let's do it like that. I tried the SMB server out the first time. So what we're going to do now, we have RCE. We can run commands from this using this parameter right here because of the web.config file we uploaded. Since we can run system commands, let's go ahead and run a system command to download a reverse shell that we create, and we can have it executed too. So let's create the shell first, MSF Venom. Let's see what the system type is now. So we have the right shell. System type is x64. So let's do Windows x64 shell reverse TCP lhost equals 10.10.14.12 L port equals, we'll switch the port to 443. This can be an executable because it's going to be on that box, and we're going to name it shell.exe. You don't really want to name it like this in a real engagement. Obviously, that's going to be a silly giveaway. Okay, so that is done. I'm going to go ahead and start up PyWeb. PyWeb, it's a Python server. For everybody who doesn't really have that alias set up, we'll just do it this way. Okay, Python 3-m is http.server, right? That's the module we're using to start up a web service. So we are going to use the certs command to download this. I don't know it by heart, so I'm going to go to my handy dandy cheat sheet. That is going to be under the Leaf Village, web certil. So let's do this. I'm going to change this up though. This command is similar to wget. I'm going to put this in the downloads folder. I don't think you need the double slashes. I just do it just in case. I don't think you need it though. Still make sure this is working. Alright, it doesn't seem like it's working. So let's try to upload this again. Let's see if that does it. Yeah, I wonder if that's getting overwritten every few minutes. So we're going to change this to what we just typed. We have our service running. So we are going to download the shell.exe file. and we're going to place it in this directory on the box using cert util. So let's hit enter. That didn't work. Let's see why it didn't work. Let's just try who am I. That didn't work. Let's ping the box just to make sure it's still online. It is still online. Let's upload the file again just to make sure we are not tripping. That's been uploaded. Let's check this who am I. That works. Let's try the cert util. This works. It was completed. We can see the file was grabbed. Now let's execute it. Before we execute it, we are going to start up a listener. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Yeah, let's see. All right, we're going to start up that listener, and this time we're going to execute that file. Okay, we're going to execute it. I'm going to remove these extra slashes. And this did not work. Downloads shell.exe. I'm going to copy that. This works. C users, public, downloads, shell.exe. This isn't working. Alright, let's see if it's there. Alright, that isn't working. Yeah, let's upload this. Looks like something is overwriting it. Okay, this is working. Let's try this again. Okay, that didn't work. Let's make sure it's there. It is there, so I wonder if this was typed out the right way. Windows x64 shell reverse L host. Oh, I'm on the wrong port. It was on 443. Okay, so let's try this again. And we get a shell back. Alright, so we were on the wrong port. So what did we just do? We downloaded the shell.exe file using cert util. Obviously, we did have to start up our web server first before downloading it. After we downloaded it, we executed the file from the directory we stored it in. So we do have a script, we do have a shell back from the box now. So we want to focus on escalating these privileges because we can't look inside of the administrators. Oh, yeah. I'm tripping. We can't look inside of the administrators directory. Okay. Hopefully I can spell this stuff right. Dir. Right. Access is denied. Okay. That's what I was trying to get. So access is denied, so we need to escalate our privileges. Before we just look at our what special privileges we have, you can see that we can create and we can impersonate tokens, right? We can impersonate tokens. So this means we can use the juicy potato exploit, which is what we use to get this thing running. Now, to use the juicy potato exploit, you need the juicy potato executable, and you need another shell. So before we get the executable, we can create another payload. -p Windows x64 shell reverse TCP L host equals 10.10.10.10.14.12 L port. We're gonna do 1 2 3 4 now. This can be an executable because we are running it from the box, and we will call it this one.exe. While that is running, I'm going to go to this screen to grab the command that we're going to use to run Juicy. So, whoops. Alright, so this is the command we're going to run. I'm going to switch this to just Juicy. Okay. Now we need to get the Juicy exploit, so I'm going to just put that there so I can save it. How they leave resources link. So this is where Juicy is. And we want the executable. This is the x64 version. Whoops. I'm going to download this, save this on our system, copy it to where we are now, or just move it. And I'm just going to name it Juicy. Move. It's not there. Oh, we downloaded it twice. So we're gonna move Juicy potato.exe to here, and I'm gonna remove the other one. Alright, so we're gonna move Juicy potato to just rename it to just juicy.exe. Now that we have this here, let me make sure I still have this command. We have this here, we just have to transfer. We just have to oh, that's not everything, is it? We just have to transfer the shell or the payload over to our victim box now. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. The way we're going to do that is by starting up an SMB server. So we'll switch it up. Sudo python 3. So we are going to use the SMB server.py script. Okay, we've used this a few times. This is the name of the SMB server we're going to start up, and it's going to work out of our current directory. Okay, another reason why we like to work out of a directory. So we have this here. I'm going to change this to shells. So now we are going to copy that file. Let's use the copy command to copy from our Kali SMB server. What do we want to copy? Let's get the juicy.exe exploit first. Don't have permissions to do that here. So let's go to public downloads. Okay. Oh, it's still here from earlier. Alright, so we already have it here. I'll do it again just so you can see it. I'll remove juicy.exe or delete. Do I spell it out on Windows? I can't remember. Let's just delete juicy.exe, then delete shell.exe, and we will delete, oops. Okay, I can't delete that, so delete try this.exe. I probably can't delete that because I'm using it. Okay, so we deleted those. So let's go ahead and copy. Let's copy Juicy first. Cali juicy.exe. So that file is copied. We can see it here. So let's copy the other payload we'll be using here, and that is called it's called this one.exe. Alright, so both of those are here now. Juicy is here, the shell.exe is here. Well, no, the try this one is here, so I actually have to change this from shell.exe to try, well, to this one. .exe. So this is the Juicy executable. It is abusing the fact that our user that we have access to right now has those token or those special permissions set to impersonate tokens. So this exploit is going to try to impersonate a token with elevator privileges. All right, and hopefully we'll get that back. So this looks funny to me though. This one.exe. Okay. So this should work. We're going to copy this. All we need for this to work is the Juicy executable and the payload we just created. This is going to try to copy, impersonate a token, and then run this executable with that token. Oh no, I need to have a shell list open, right? Sudo ncat.lvmp1234. And let's do that again. And that didn't work. Okay. Oh, I know why it didn't work. Because I'm not using this port. I think that's why it didn't work. Let's see. Hopefully. Yep, that looks good. We will go back and try this again. Look, make sure I got the port. Got my listener started. Let's go ahead and run that. Come on, come on, come on. And bada bing, bada boom. We are system. All right, so this was it was a straightforward box. It wasn't a super challenging box. At the same time, I think it would take a lot of people some time to figure out how to use that web.config file, right? I think that was the most challenging part about this. If you're not familiar with it, you may not even be able to find it. Okay, you may not even be able to find it. And you may not understand what's going on, and that's the goal. That should be the goal, to understand what's going on, why the exploits are working, what the vulnerabilities are. You don't have to be a subject matter expert into what's going on. You can be, right? It'll give you more leverage than others. However, just get a basic understanding of what's going on. Don't try to go through these boxes just to go through them and call it a day. So from this box, what did we learn? We learned that some takeaways, right, to mitigate how we were able to pop a shell and escalate our privileges. Well, one key takeaway is that web.config file, right? There should be a validation script that is preventing people from uploading anything with a similar name to that, right? I'm pretty sure that can be taken care of with a validation script. Another thing is, let's see. Right, that's what we use. We use the web.config file to escalate our privileges. Well, to get that initial shell with the RCE commands. Okay. Upgrading to a more secure version of IIS. I don't even think that version is supported anymore. I don't think 7.5 is still supported. No, so that expired January 14, 2020. So upgrading to a more secure version, or a supported version at the very least. Upgrading to a supported version of IIS would be another recommendation, right? To try to mitigate other attacks that this system may be vulnerable to. All right, so if you enjoyed that box, y'all, please give us a thumbs up, smash the like button, leave comments below, let us know what your favorite part was. Other than that, you all, please be safe. Study, 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 study. Go over these boxes. I will be writing a write-up for this eventually. Just give me a few days. And I'll post that in the description here along with this cool blog post on what the web.config vulnerability is and how it's being abused. All right, so I'll see you all next time. Please stay safe. Hold on to your loved ones. Give them a kiss. Make sure they know that you love them. And study, y'all. See you all next time. Peace out.